All right, guys, it's late, but just finished up this interview. Honestly, Lucas is a great guy, and this is a great conversation, and I'm just going to get right into it. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Alrighty, so today's guest is currently manning the blue line of the Ontario Hockey League's Kingston Frontenacs. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucas Peric. How you doing, bud?
I'm great. How about you, Rob? Good to see
Can't
you.
com- yeah, I know. It's been a while, eh?
Yeah, what, a year or so? Yeah, around that.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess OHL finals there, whatnot, because
Yeah, you're.
when you before the season ended, I didn't get out to any Kingston games when you guys were in Ottawa. So yeah, it would have been then. I had to get my wisdom teeth out, so I missed that day game. I was pretty disappointed.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Wisdom teeth is more important than seeing the France play. So
It would have been nice to catch up with you though.
hopefully next year, if we ever get back, so that'd be nice.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, man. Let's just kind of start things off. Growing up in Georgetown, when did things kind of start evolving for you in terms of your love of hockey?
Well, we always had an unfinished basement, and me and my brother always battled in the basement playing hockey every day. He played just double A growing up, but he was always kind of my role model. I started playing because of him, and he kind of showed me the ropes. And to this day, we still play. We play outside, live in the country, so we got lots of room to mess around and do a lot of stuff out there. So yeah, that's kind of where my passion for the game started. But yeah, I kind of owe it to him to I don't know, show me the ropes and kind of create my love for the game.
Hmm. And because someone told me you were a pretty solid soccer player growing up too, though, eh?
Yeah, yeah. I played up until summer of grade 9. So my whole life, played that since I was 4. Loved it. Still love it. My brother actually still plays, so we go and kick it around a bit sometimes. So
Hmm. When did you kind of make the decision, I guess, for okay, am I gonna go to the OHL or maybe try some different soccer leagues?
yeah, it's tough. And obviously, being in Canada, it's a lot harder to make a kind of a career in soccer. So kind of figured hockey was my best bet and took my chances on that.
Yeah. Eh? So you played with the Halton Hurricanes in midget. I mean, that's personally, I haven't really heard about that group. It's in the South Central AAA minor midget program, though, eh? And yeah, like
Hmm.
I mean, I'm from Newfoundland. Obviously, I didn't really hear about a lot of the organizations. So, what was it like, kind of playing for them?
Yeah. So I actually played Halton for 8 years. So
Good.
all the way up from novice to minor midget. And I loved every second of it. It's my hometown team. So we would play against teams like Oakville, Burlington, go as far as Owen Sound, Buffalo, kind of all over the map, around border towns around Toronto and stuff. So I loved it, and still talk to my buddies on that team every day, and they're still my best friends. So yeah,
And so I guess after your last season with them, you end up getting drafted in the OHL. You went in the third round, 46 overall by the 67s. How was that experience for you?
yeah, it was actually crazy. Obviously, when you're in your minor and midget year, you talk to a lot of teams, but I honestly think I talked to every team but Ottawa. So I didn't really, kind of caught me by surprise, but obviously I was really excited. Great city. Obviously we had a great team. The
Mhm.
second year I was there, so that was a lot of fun. I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you mentioned it was kind of a surprise, and they were probably the team that you didn't get a chance to talk to going into that draft. Were you kind of expecting to go anywhere else? Did you kind of think maybe this team was going to grab you, or?
Yeah, there's a couple teams where obviously I was talking to more, but teams like Saginaw we were talking a lot, but I don't know. I'm happy I got the opportunity to play in Ottawa, and got to see the city, meet the boys. I just loved it. It was a great 2 years, so I don't regret any of it.
Mm. And yeah, that first season, just as a rookie in the OHL, how quickly did you adjust and try and kind of get the wheels under your feet there?
Obviously, the O is a lot faster than playing minor midget hockey. Everybody's bigger, everybody's stronger, so it obviously took a bit for me to get going. But once I got going, I felt more confident, and just gotta keep keep what you're good at. Like, don't try to do too much. Just be you, and it's kind of what helped me stick that first year. So I was glad that happened.
Hmm. And I mean, your first two seasons there, I mean, like Ottawa's had some pretty key defenders back on that blue line over the last couple of years. So I mean, you had the chance to play with guys like Kevin Bahl, Noel Hoffenmeyer. What'd you kind of take from those guys and learn from them?
For sure, those guys obviously taught me a lot day in day out. I see their habits. I see what they do, like on the ice, how hard they work. Those guys, like Kev, took me under his wing in my first year, and obviously we hung out a lot, and we went to high school together, so we had a good friendship going there. And obviously second round pick, signed NHL prospect, so he's a good guy to hang around and kind of learn from. So yeah, that was huge for my development, I think.
What was it? What was it like to see a high school buddy win a World Junior Championship over the holiday break there?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great for him. Really proud of him. He deserves it for sure. So good on him.
Hmm. So yeah, after your second year there, I mean the 67s obviously had that great season, went to the OHL Cup Finals and whatnot. But then in the off season, you're dealt to Kingston. What's kind of the initial thought process there, and where you like what's kind of going through your to do list as okay, here's what we got to do now.
Yeah, so obviously playing behind those guys like Hoff and Baller and Rip for the my past two OHL seasons, I got a lot of experience from them. So going into a younger group in Kingston, I kind of brought my those tools and try to lead a couple of those young guys. So yeah, I was just really excited to have the opportunity to play there. Another great city to play junior hockey in. So yeah, I love it there too.
Yeah, and I guess it was nice too because you weren't really making that far of a move because I mean Ottawa and Kingston aren't too far apart, eh?
Yeah, only 2 hours. Got to play them 8 times a year, so still got to see all the boys. So yeah, that was good.
So I mean, a big stat discrepancy from you between this past season and last season. The PIMS went up, eh? Almost
Yeah,
quadrupled your PIMS. You fighting a bit more? What's going on?
yeah. I had 4 fights this year. I don't know. I just being an older guy, I guess, on this team, you got to stick up for those younger guys. So sometimes you got to step in and drop the mitts and see how it goes. So I'm all right with getting that. So
Yeah. Any strategies that you've kind of been working on in that aspect? I guess.
so Huddy in Ottawa would kind of show me some stuff after practice, but obviously I didn't really use it there. So I think I kind of got an advantage. I'm actually a lefty, so not a lot of guys are lefties, so they'd kind of line up like a righty. This is what Huddy showed me, and switch hand and kind of, I don't know. I haven't used it yet, but hopefully in the years to come I'll try it out. So
Yeah, hey, I relate to that. I'm a lefty too, so I mean, obviously, I was a goalie, so I didn't get into many hockey fights. But when me and the boys were messing around in the backyard and things probably get a bit too heated, I'd for the earlier years there, people kind of forget that like I was left-handed, so they forget and just kind of sleep on it. And
yeah, for
you get
sure.
the first couple early shots in, right? Get them on their toes, surprise them a little bit.
Yeah, it's huge being a southpaw.
Hmm. But yeah, so you mentioned kind of being a role model and sticking up for the younger guys there, and I mean, you know, you got like the youngest guy in the league there now on your team, and mean, probably one of the most talked about individuals in junior hockey right now with Shane Wright. What's it like having him in the locker room and just, like you said, trying to, I guess either protect him and be a role model?
Yeah, no, that he's a pro head to toe, knows what to do. He's acts like a 21-year-old guy in this league, and I'd I love sticking up for that guy. I don't really have to. He doesn't get hit much. He's so shifty, but anytime he gets touched, all the boys know you gotta stand up for him and take. He's a huge part of our team, so you gotta take mercy for him and just take care of him. 15 years old, moving away from home. It's not as easy as how some of us had it. So yeah, we really got to take care of him.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting to kind of see him in the league this season and do the things that he's done. Has there been any moments where you're just like, man, like how is that guy 15? Like how did he just do that?
Yeah, one game in Flint, he actually got a hattie and one assist. I was shaking my head on the bench, like, how is this kid doing that? He's ripping the puck. I don't know if Popovich was playing that game or not, but it's crazy. Like he's got a crazy shot and uses it well. And 4 points in a huge win for us that weekend was very impressive.
Hmm. And I mean, obviously, when you kind of get that exceptional status, you're right away going to get compared to the other guys who have had it. And I mean, of like recently, especially in the OHL, I mean, the last guy was Connor McDavid. Where do you see any comparisons? Like, how legit is that media hype up of the comparison between those two guys?
Yeah, they're in the same boat for sure. You look at their stat totals, everything. I think McDavid even had better guys to play with on his line, but I think they're a better team as well. But this guy, like 39 goals, and I don't even know how many games, but that's something crazy. And wearing an A his first year, being a leader amongst us he's in that boat for sure.
Mhm. Is he pretty vocal in the locker room? I mean, a lot of times it's almost hard to be so young and just kind of establish that voice in the locker room. But is he able to do that?
He is. He picks and chooses where he needs feels he needs to speak up, and he does it pretty well. And he's got a big voice in the room, and the boys obviously listen to him. He's our best player, so yeah.
Hmm. And yeah, so I mean, you're it's probably going to be a pretty exciting year for you guys next season, just with like you said, you're a young team, so now another year under your belt, and then everybody kind of grows and develops. What are your expectations team wise next season?
Yeah, obviously everybody's got another year under their belt, and year of experience can do so much. And you see how Jack Quinn turned 12 into 52. That's something special there. So maybe we got a guy like that amongst us. But yeah, no, I'm really excited. We actually got rid of our head coach, so we do culture as well, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, yeah, that was something that came out this week. Were you shocked by the news of the um, replacement of your head coach? Well, I guess not replaced, but the fact that he was leaving.
Yeah, it honestly caught me off guard. I really liked playing for him. He was a great guy to play for. You wanted to play, give him your all day in day out, and obviously you could learn a lot from him. Played in the NHL for 8 years, played pro for gosh, I don't even know how many, but could learn a lot from him. And sad to see him go, but maybe it's for the best, and we'll grow from here.
Hmm. And the Kingston Frontenacs, they put in their statement too that they were looking for somebody with a lot of pro experience, both like in the NHL level and pro hockey level, and who also has a past experience of uh, working with junior players and college players. So I mean, they're waiting obviously to see what happens with like the NHL and AHL seasons. But with that kind of statement, are you excited for potentially who they could bring in?
Yeah, it could be anybody former NHL, former AHL. They're obviously looking for a guy with a lot of experience to kind of match our and bring that culture to a growing group. And I think it'll in the coming years will be a special team. So I'm really excited.
Mhm. What are your expectations for yourself next season?
Yeah, seeing the two overagers go this year, trying to fill their shoes, kind of eat up a little more minutes, be top two, hopefully play power play, PK, just kind of be the guy they go to. And my fourth year, getting older, so just want to be that guy now. Been working for it, so yeah, I'm just excited to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you've been surrounded by some pretty solid OAs. Just like Ottawa, you got Ty Felber, Maximovich, Chiodo. Is there anything you're going to take from guys like that? Even the ones at Kingston as well.
Yeah, even my first year, we had Baron there. He would always tell me it goes by so fast, like it's crazy. Just live it up every moment. It sounds like a cliche, but it's true. Like feels like I just started and I'm starting my fourth year now. So you just gotta take every moment and not take it for granted.
Hmm.
So a fella he always said to me too. He had fun every day. He was always putting on a show in the room. So yeah, just being a smiling face and coming to work every day is something I want to be.
Yeah. Is there any speculation on kind of after the season? Do you think you're kind of looking towards maybe a pro? Like a pro contract where you find yourself over in Europe, maybe, or are you thinking more maybe U Sports?
Yeah, obviously I'd love to play pro and play highest level hockey as long as I can, but education is also huge. So keep my doors open, see how what my opportunities are, and we'll play it by ear from there. So
Hmm. And I mean, in Kingston, just obviously, it's two very different cities that you've played in, right? I mean, Ottawa being a capital, and there's all these tourist attractions, whether it's like the Rideau Canal or whatnot, to now like Kingston, which is a little bit of a smaller city. What do you? How do you kind of pass the time there in Kingston?
um, that's a good question. The boys hang out a lot there. We spend a lot of time together whatnot, watching movies. I didn't get a chance because I was actually still in Ottawa. They always talked about going to the pier when it was nice out. So hopefully I get a chance to do that this year and go swimming and stuff and enjoy the nice weather.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah, you're a big outdoors guy, eh?
yeah, huge. Yeah, I love being outside. I love working with my hands and doing stuff like that.
Mm. You because you made a bench recently, eh?
I did. Yeah,
Yeah. So is
actually.
that how you've been keeping busy with just everything going on?
Yeah, it took me 2.5 days to build that, half a day of planning. So it actually turned out all right. I was pretty surprised. So I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah.
Um,
Where'd all the hockey sticks come from? That the twigs that you've snapped?
yeah, a bunch of them are. And then I actually had to ask a couple of my buddies. So we ended up throwing some away. A couple of my goalies or my buddies are goalies. So there's four goalie sticks on there. So kind of makes them look better. So
Puts a little bit more surface area on it too, eh?
yeah, yeah. Covers up my mistakes.
um, you also in that photo you posted, you got your dog there, Zeus. What's he like?
He's a beauty, big softy. Everybody says he looks like a bear, but acts like a kitten. He's huge. He's a Shiloh German Shepherd, so he's got long hair and sheds everywhere. But he's a good boy. I love him.
Yeah. Eh? What? So how have you been kind of keeping up to? I guess keeping up to shape during all this. The gyms are closed and stuff, and you can't really get into your normal off-season training habits. So, what have you kind of been doing to compensate?
My trainer from the past couple years actually hooked me up with a good program, and I'm actually pretty set for workout equipment at my house. So I've been grinding that every morning, and I've got a pair of rollerblades. So I've been ripping those around, and I've got a shooting pad and a net outside. So I've been keeping busy for sure.
Okay. The rollerblades, I've seen a lot, obviously, kind of pick up more and more and more as the days go by. Like, kind of how similar is it, like, in terms of development? Like, I mean, if you can't get on the ice, grab a pair of rollerblades.
Yeah, it's pretty similar, but honestly, like nothing's like a skating stride, like on the ice. No workout, no nothing. I always say this, nothing compares to those skating legs, but it'll have to do for now, and yeah,
Mhm.
hopefully we can get back in the rink soon. I'm missing it, so
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, hopefully things get back to normal there. This might be probably one of the cooler experiences that I think any other junior team has had. But last year, when Thomas Rhett came to Ottawa, you guys got to hang out and kind of be front and center, and he even kind of came over and handed a few of the boys the mic there. What was that like, man? I mean, there's some great photos that, of course, ended up on the old gram there.
yeah, that was absolutely crazy. I was actually they popped up on my phone the other day from memories, and I was watching them like having a selfie 5 feet away from him. He was chatting with all of us, singing with Felly. Like Felly could sing. He held his part there, so that was crazy. I'll never have anything like that again.
Yeah, are you a big Thomas Rhett fan?
I wasn't so much before I went, but that kind of put it into perspective how cool he was and how talented he is.
Locked it in for sure. I guess fan for
Yeah,
life now.
yeah,
Okay. One thing I wanted to talk about too, because I think this is might be one of my favorite jerseys in the OHL, is the Kingston Frontenacs camo set. What do you think about that?
you're gonna love this. Oh, actually, I've got it hanging in my room right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's right there. It came in the mail the other day, so threw that on the wall. I love it. It's a big military town, so for those games we get a huge crowd, and it's great to support the ones who fought for us. So I love it. Really cool looking. Yeah,
Yeah.
sweet.
What's it like? Because I mean, a lot of teams do have like their military appreciation, if not every team. But I mean, what's it like to kind of get to play that game in a town that it's so prominent?
Yeah, it's a lot different. Having RMC there, you walk by a military guy every day, and you just think like, oh, those guys stood on the line for us, and like it's huge. Like, and then for them to come out and support us, it's even better. You just show them how much we respect them, and how much we care for them. So it's huge. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, and I mean, looking into it now, I mean, it's been a crazy ride at junior, and you're going into your OA year. Just kind of looking back over the years, like what kind of memories have you taken away from it, and kind of where would you like to finish it off?
Yeah, I've got 2 more years. Away years after next year. So
Yes, that's true. I'm just terrible at math.
that's all right. Um yeah, no, I've made a lot of memories over the years. Met so many good dudes, and made friendships that'll last for a lifetime for sure. And not many guys get to experience the OHL life, so I'm pretty it's pretty special to say that I played. So
Hmm.
like to continue my hockey career elsewhere, but it's pretty special.
Yeah, and I mean, It's interesting too because I mean you got some guys that you've played with in that city playing for Queens, right? Or they were
Hmm.
playing for Queens. So I mean, what's it kind of like having the OHL team and two university programs kind of like all in the same city?
Yeah. In Ottawa, we weren't really we didn't really talk to them too much. We weren't really close with them, but in Kingston, it's a lot different. I think it's because it's a smaller place. Kind of hang out with those boys, see them when you go out and stuff. And Sermon, from he played with the 67s for a bit. He's on the team there. So and Will Brown, they always uh, they always like to hang out and give the boys some help with their homework and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty huge.
Mhm. Now, I mean, that's basically all I got for you, Lucas. Typically, this is the part of the podcast where I just kind of hand it over to you. So it's your show. You can kind of give a life lesson or a childhood story. It's all really just up to you.
Oh gosh, put me on the spot here. I don't know. Maybe just kind of what's going on. Take advantage of it. Nobody really gets this much time to spend with your family and be home with them, and just got to take advantage of it and create memories with your family and do fun stuff, hang out, and just enjoy it instead
Hmm.
of thinking of the negative. So
Yeah, for sure.
that's my words of wisdom there.
It definitely seems to be a bit of a theme of late, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Well, yeah. Thanks so much for taking the time to sitting down and chat. Best of luck next season.
Thanks, Rob.
Hopefully,
Same to you.
hopefully I can get out to a few games, and who knows, maybe even make the trip to Kingston, and we do another one of these, but it's exploring all the beauties that is that is Kingston.
Yeah, there's some beauties there. Yeah, it's nice. Look forward to it. Hopefully see you next year and maybe snap a couple pictures too. So
Yeah, I'll get a few good shots for the gram there. I love looking back on the just the photos from the playoff run. I mean the shots from the Eastern Conference Final. I think one that comes to memory is like the one of you and Holsch. Fires me up every time I see it.
yeah, when we're hugging each other.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that one.
yeah, man.
Just like smile ear to ear. It's just awesome.
Yeah, that was definitely a fantastic night for sure.
Yeah, lots of fun. Never forget that. So
Hmm. All right, man.
glad you snapped that.
Yeah, lucky. I wish I had. It's kind of funny because you look back and it's fond memories, but then it's also just like it's almost looking at old highlights, right? Where you're like, oh man, like you kind of know better, and you wish you kind of did a little bit more. You kind of implemented the strategies that you know now, right? So
Yeah, yeah, for
I
sure.
I probably would have tilted the photo a little bit more, make you a little bit more center in it if to fix it. But I'm sure you don't notice, so that's the main thing.
Oh, it's a good picture to me. Rob's always getting the good pics. So
All right, man. I appreciate it, and thanks so much. And looking forward to watching the next couple of years for you. And yeah, I'll let you get on with your day. Take care.
okay, cheers.